It comes as polls show that Donald Trump has gained some ground with that group.
I think it's very important to not operate from the assumption that black men are in anybody's pocket. Black men are like any other voting group. You gotta earn their vote. So I'm working to earn the vote, not assuming I'm going to have it because I am black, but because the policies and the perspectives I have understands what we must do to recognize the needs of all communities. And I intend to be a president for all people. Our young black men, our black men, just like any group of people, anybody, our small businesses are really the backbone of our economy overall. And when they do better economically, we all do better.
Now, there's a lot of black men in here, and I don't mean to, not talk to other people, but this is important. Our black men, we got to get them out to vote. That's number one. Kamala's opponent promised a lot of things last time to the black community that he did not deliver on.
Donald Trump speaks to black people about black issues, unlike Kamala, who literally sits in interviews and dodges questions in front of black interviewers. Donald Trump delivered opportunity zones in his first term. He signed the first step back, which significantly helped mostly black men in federal prisons. The Music Modernization Act helped a lot of black artists. And with the assistance of Ice Cube and many, many talented people, he was coming up with an actual plan specifically for black Americans. Now let's see what's happened under Kamala. We got a bill for Asians. We got a bill for LGBT. We got a bill for Jewish people. But when it comes to a bill specifically for black Americans, Democrats put forth people like Steve Harvey to chastise us, making it very clear that the group that just did things for specific groups of people can't do anything specific for black Americans. Interesting. A vote for Kamala is a vote for Nazism, a vote for LGBTism, and a vote for Marxism. I'm good, dog.
Growing up, I was the biggest Magic Johnson fan. When I played basketball in high school, I wore number 32 because of Magic Johnson. When I was playing against my friend wanted to be Larry Bird, I was Magic Johnson. I was a big Magic Johnson fan. I had a chance to meet Magic in Houston. I got a chance to see him in person. So Magic Johnson was a person that I really, really liked growing up. Well, it's sad that Magic Johnson has now become just like the other shields for the Democratic Party. Magic Johnson is out here begging black people, in particular black men, to vote for Kamala Harris. He's out here stumping for Kamala Harris in Flint, Michigan, because Kamala Harris is struggling with black men, because Kamala Harris cannot relate to black men or any men for that matter, because what Kamala Harris is about is what the Democratic Party is about. They are about the agenda of the LGBTQ, and real black men are not on board with that agenda. Just look what they're doing in Macy's.
I'm in Macy's right now, in Philly at that. Man, if this ain't no agenda, if they not pushing agendas, I don't know what agendas is, gang. Hold up. So we walking out, and I get to the Christmas section, right? Now hold up. So I was like, oh, my baby was crying. Look at the baby. She was crying. And so I'm like, oh, there's Santa. So we see Santa, right? And it's, white Santa is normal. Then I see black Santa. I'm like, oh, we got black Santa. Man, look, they done made Santa gay. A gay black Santa. Look at his outfit. If this ain't gay, he got pink presents. He got a glitter pink robe on. Like, look at white Santa. White Santa nice and traditional. He got the platinum on, he iced out. Look at him, he's shining. Look at cuz looking like Liberace over here. Black Santa, this how they do us? I'm telling y'all, they pushing this. This is what they want us to be as a society. This look like Diddy with a mask on, with a beard. Come on, gang. They know what they doing. Black Santa, gay Santa. Black gay Santa, huh? It's crazy. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. Oh, man. It's another one? Hold up. It's another one, gang. Zesty Santa. Real zesty with it. Why the black Santa gotta be like this? Hold up. Why it gotta be like that? Look at Cuz. With his silver boots on. Y'all out of pocket, Macy's. Macy's out of pocket. I just want to let them know.
And it's sad to see that Magic Johnson would lend his credibility to Kamala Harris.
When I turned pro, I thought that was going to be the greatest moment in my father's life, but it wasn't. The greatest moment in his life came when he finally owned his own home. What does Kamala Harris wants to do as president? Put millions of Americans in their own home, give them $25,000 to start them off to be homeowners.
First of all, that's a horrible plan, because if you give them $25,000, you automatically increase the price of the house they're looking to buy. And with interest rates as high as they are, you're already pricing out people. You're pushing home prices to a different bracket. So that plan will not work. But see, people will not take the time to think through supply and demand. You give people $25,000, you're increasing the demand, and if the supply is still low, you're going to raise up the prices. You're not doing those people any good. You're helping the sellers more than you are the buyers.
That's very important. Then she wants to also have more small business owners. And she's going to help them out by giving them $50,000 for startup new small business owners. Tax deduction.
A tax deduction. You get that after you file your taxes. That does you no good in the operating year where you need the money.
She's smart. She's strong. She's passionate. Nobody's going to outwork her. She's committed to you as the people of the United States, the people of Michigan. She's committed to you. But we have 32 days. That sound familiar? Somebody wore number 32. You know who that is, right? Until November 5th. Now, we can't take anything for granted. You've been working hard, but we need to work harder. We got to call people. We got to knock on doors after and before church. Not during church, but after and before church. We got to rally people, talk to them. Now, there's a lot of black men in here, and I don't mean to, not talk to other people, but this is important. Our black men, we got to get them out to vote. That's number one. Kamala's opponent promised a lot of things last time to the black community that he did not deliver on. And we got to make sure we help black men understand that. So that's why I'm here, to make sure I help black men understand. First, get out and vote, and then vote for the next president of the United States, Kamala Harris.
That's very disappointing to see Magic up there insinuating that black men don't understand what's at stake in this election, that black men are not smart enough, that black men have been misinformed because they choose not to vote for Kamala Harris. Although black men are well aware of what Kamala Harris said that she would do.
On the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities. And we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No, because whatever benefits that black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country. Right?
Because see, you have to understand something. Magic Johnson, unfortunately, is part of that triumvirate that I spoke about and I speak about often. How you have the black pastors and the Greek people up here, how you have the media and academia here, and you have the entertainers and the athletes. See, Magic is a black bougie elite. See, Magic is in bed with the LGBTQ group that wants to destroy America, and in particular wants to redefine what it means to be a man and what it means to be a woman. See, they want to destroy any type of progress when it comes to the flourishing of people in America. Because if you are part of a lifestyle that leads to no reproduction, that doesn't lead to human flourishing, then you don't want people flourishing. You don't. So that's part of the same group that Pastor Williams talked about that's controlling the Democratic Party. And if you don't know about Magic and his son, you can take a look at this picture right here. Magic Johnson's son is part of the LGBTQ community. Now, I've said this over and over and over again. I have no issue with the LGBTQ people or anyone, because I believe that God desires all people to be saved and come to the knowledge of the truth. I want them to be delivered. Yet there are some radical members who are controlling things behind the scenes, especially with the Democratic Party. That's why they're pushing this agenda that leads to death, in particular in the black community. But instead of speaking out about that, you have people like Magic Johnson who will stand up there and stump for Kamala Harris and then badmouth and try to shame black folks, in particular black men who choose not to vote for her. Well, I'm sorry, Magic. People are tired of being a victim. They are tired of the Democratic Party taking people for granted, especially black men. And black men don't want to be emasculated anymore by the Democratic Party, Magic. So no, Magic, we do not receive that pass from you. We're not victims. We are empowered for greatness.